Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today we have Mitch's notch. And this is a funny story because if we go back, we see that Mitch bought a truck, 2500, to slam some spare turbo parts on. And we did the cam, and then we did all motor, and then he did turbo. And then he's like, this truck isn't really what I wanted. It's kind of big and heavy, and it's kind of rotted, and I kind of don't feel safe going fast in it. And I just helped Matt go 8s for 8, so how about I build a Fox? So he bought a Fox roller and pulled the engine, turbo, and everything out of the truck. He sold the cab and parts of the truck and a bunch of other things. He sold the 4L80E, he sold the stock computer harness, everything else, and he bought a Terminator. And he bought a TH400 with a brake because he's like, I want a street car that'll go fast. You know, my goal is high 9s. So I'm like, well, bud, it's important to have goals. You won't need any boost or help or anything with the 6-liter, the Billet 7875 you have, and a mild tune-up. So what we did was put a mild tune-up in it. Okay, rewarding to say the least. This is a Dontbsme style clone, and that was what the truck was supposed to be and was. So it is this is a stock 6-liter out of that truck. I forget what year. It's a Gen 3 and has Terminator. Mitch built his own hot side. It has VS Racing 7875. It is a 3-inch intercooler. It has completely stock Gen 3 truck intake. It has a PCMs for less truck camshaft in it that's good for motor and turbo transition. I think it's, I have to look it up. It's like a 228, 224 or a 218. A little bit on the smaller side to not be so awful or annoying in a truck. Anyway, I wrote him a bass tune, he got it fired, he got everything ironed out, and he was driving it around for a while. He's like, this thing's pretty wild on wastegate, which we're going to look at here real quick. First hit, he rolled right into the dyno, and we made this hit. Hot soaked. Heat soaked, hot soaked. Who am I? 11 pounds. Closed loop comp was only 5102. Yeah, very good, very good. And where are we at? Duty cycle 60%. So 11 pounds, 21 degrees, which is like, what we had an issue with the TPS. I think it was hitting the carpet or something. I just wasn't going wide open, but most of you already know and understand anywhere past half throttle with a turbo car like this is making full power. it's blowing all the air in. So how did that do? Well, let's take a peek. Oh man, first hit off the street made 616 and 562. Oh, that's through an unlocked TH400 with the Jegs budget converter that we have found to work really well. So I made a bunch of adjustments, and we'll just skip the logs. The logs are all very similar. I moved ignition around since this is a Gen 3, and we keep making ourselves nervous about it. So I pulled some timing out. It fell to 612. That was obviously a little bit higher boost. So it didn't change much for power, so I did leave some on the table. And when he left, I pulled like another degree. So it makes about 600 wheel on 11 pounds. And I was like, honestly, dude, that's a 9-second pass right there. Just go and cut a decent 60 and change your gears. It'll go 9s. So just for fun, I'm like, it would be cool to make 750. And if you go 9s on this, then bust out your 750 wheel pass and see how fast that goes. What the hell, why not? And we did run into, it did make a little bit more boost, but not much. So let's open up number 4 and take a look. Number 4, 662 it says on this one. How much did the boost go up? How much did the boost go up? You can see here I'm still going to like not wide open, but again, we came up to 15 or 16 pounds. It creeps like a tiny bit on this car. 16 pounds. So 16 pounds, 16 degrees made 661. What was the difference with, this is essentially the same thing. We kept trying to add boost and it just kept making the same amount of boost. Yeah, same boost, same boost, same boost. No difference. All of these are pretty much the same boost. So we ran out of, his boost controller wouldn't add anymore. And then we took this time to hook up my compressor, and I was pushing air on the top and taking it in and out. We were wondering what was going on with this thing, and we just couldn't get any more boost out of it. I think we had a leak, and also his hot side isn't the greatest, and I think it's limiting itself to this 650, 670 wheel, no matter what. It just doesn't want to go anymore. So I keep kicking it around, and you know, I'm like, hey, I don't want to make you do anything. This is already fast enough. And we may or may not, I keep saying to him, if you're going to cut that hot side off, just put twin 78, 75s on. Might as well. So we keep laughing about that. And then he did go to the track, and I'll do this all in one video. Why not, right? He did go to the track, and his absolute first pass off the trailer. So here's Mitch, and he went to a Cars and Coffee event. Nice. Drives it on the street. Nice. Holly 7-inch dash. Balling out of control. And then his literal first pass, never driven this car down the track. Went a 997 at 140 with only a 159 60 foot. We put a very conservative launch RPM in it. Yeah, we can take a look here. Which one is it? Rev limiters. 3,000 RPM. And it left at 3,000 RPM and 3 pounds. And it cut that 60 and went a high 990 at 140. And I actually have let's see if I can get it. I think I have the video somewhere. I'm looking for it. Anyway, I'll throw it in here, but yeah, very drama-free. Went 9s. Imagine that, exactly like I said it would. So he tried to back up the pass and go faster on the tune-up that makes like 75 horsepower more, and he ripped a coupler. So who knows, it may have even had a slightly ripped coupler when he made the 990 pass, but we'll find all that out and see how it goes from there, and see if we do the hot side or see if we hang another turbo or what his plans are. I know over winter he wants to do an L33 that'll knock 110 pounds off the nose, and he'll do the hot side and maybe turbo upgrade then, who knows, again. But it will be awesome to see how it does. But again, like I tell people, a Mustang with 600 wheel goes high nines at 140 like clockwork every single time. So it's cool to see it happen. And, you know, congratulations, Mitch. He wanted a 9-second street car, and he barely tried and cracked out a 990 the absolute first time the car has been down the track. So, awesome. Incredible. Good job.